figured out a way to beat the 48?
I think we know how. It's just a matter of whether we do or not. We'll see if we can get our car fast enough right here on the short go. It's this pit stop's going to be very critical.
Good luck. Thank you, Denny.
Thanks.
Well, we've heard you got a man up. We've heard you're going to stagger up. You're ready to go.
I think the big thing is just what he just said, though. That pit stop. That's going to be the deal.
4 tires for everybody when we go back under caution.
David Rudiman gets a new carburetor for his 00 Toyota during the 10-minute break on the way to the final segment of the NASCAR Sprint All-Star Race.
Segments are in the book. Now it's all down to a 10-lap shootout. So how have we gotten to where we are, and who has the best shot? Well, let's show you some highlights. Segment 1, Jeff Gordon, a 3-time winner of this race, hits the wall hard very early, Jeff.
Yeah, he does. He had damage to the 24. Not much known was out of him, but talking about racing on the racetrack, look at the race off of pit road. The 5 of Mark Martin, Casey Mears in 83, and Casey Kane the 9. I mean, they're beating and banging like, hey, it's the last lap.
Well, you said they were going to do that right off the bat. What about the brothers Busch? Kyle Busch out front. Oh, not for long. Older brother Kurt says, move over, my turn.
Yep, he wins the first segment right there, but hey, Jimmy Johnson lost the lead off the pit road, but he got it back, started the second segment.
Well, you mentioned that Kurt Busch won segment 1, Jimmy Johnson won segment 2, and dominated segment 3. But look at, that's your guy, Denny Hamlin. You said he was going to be strong.
Hey, he started in the back because of an engine change, but he made his way to the front.
That's right. Denny Hamlin looking really good. But this is where it really got interesting, Jeff.
Hey,
what happened here?
Follow me. Oh, a little fake out right there. Jimmy Johnson elects to stay out in that third segment, and guess what, Krista? And he showed him the way.
Yeah, it has been all Johnson in the third segment. He has led every lap of that 20-lap segment.
But my guy Denny Hamlin came in second. He's closing.
That's right. And Matt Yoakum actually caught up with Jamie McMurray, also having a strong run.
And Jamie McMurray looks stellar at different points. What are you going to do to this race car to get it back to the good side?
Well, we were a little loose one round, a little tight the next round. It's, track position's really important, and we just had to have a good pit stop here. And they're going to put a little tape on the front. I think pull a little bit of shim out of the bump stops. Just really try to max the car out and see, if we can put some grip in it for the 10 laps. We got a really good car. Bass Pro Shops actually donated the back of the car to the National Wild Turkey Federation, and I got to go meet with a lot of the members today. So it's been a really exciting day, and actually Johnny Morris from Bass Pro is standing over there. So we certainly like to get to victory lane with him.
All right, Jamie McMurray having a strong run, as we said as well. But right now, Jimmy Johnson out front, Denny Hamlin following, only 10 laps to get the job done.
But you forget something.
I always do.
We have a 4-tire pit stop. I mean, this is really where it's going to be settled. We've seen track position be so important tonight. When Jimmy Johnson's out front, he's been able to win. When Kurt Busch was out front, he was able to win. So who can get off of pit road and get track position? Well, they've got, I think, the upper hand over the final 10 laps. And guess what? The number 11 crew, who won the All-Star Pit Crew competition on Wednesday night, they're in second place, but they've got the best pit stall going against the guys who have pretty much dominated here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the 48 car Jimmy Johnson. I think that's going to be a great battle between those two cars. And don't forget the other guys. Everybody's got to take 4 tires.
Well, earlier in the race, Johnson's crew, they've already had a pit road miscue. So will that come back to haunt them, or will they turn in under fire?
We're going to find out who can handle the pressure right now. That's going to be, I think, the key. Will Jimmy Johnson and the 48 crew, can they rebound? They made a mistake a week ago. They made a mistake earlier tonight. And so far, the 11 crew, they've been flawless.
All right, well, pit road's going to be closed this time around. Remember, they haven't been able to change tires yet. When they do make this pit stop, they'll be able to change a 4-tire change. Will anybody go for 2? They got to go 4.
It's got to be 4. 4-tire mandatory stop.
4-tire mandatory stop. That's what's coming. And then a 10-lap shootout to the finish. Jimmy Johnson was joking so much, he said they have nothing to worry about. He said, I think we're all right. Denny Hamlin followed by saying, we know how to beat them.
You want to hear some drivers be cheerleaders? You wait when they get ready to come down pit road. Come on, guys, give me 4 the fastest way you can.
This is what it's all about. This is what we've been waiting for. Mike, Larry, Darrell?
So right now, the teams are lined up the way they completed the 3rd segment, with Jimmy Johnson in front of Denny Hamlin, Mark Martin, Brad Keselowski, Kyle Busch, and the rest of the field. They'll come around one more time, come to pit road for a 4-tire change, and however they lead pit road, that's how they line up for the final segment.
And it'll be unique pit stops. You can still use 7 men. but gas men are not going to be involved. So I think what you'll see these guys do is use 2 tire carriers per end. One guy to take the tire off, one guy to put the tire on. I saw a lot of these guys practicing this technique right here without the fuel, man. You can still use the 7 guys.
Guarantee you they got a strategy. They figured this one out right here. They know what they're up against. This is for the $1 million.
And as we talked about on qualifying night, leaving the pits could be problematic with the left side tires on concrete, the right sides on asphalt for a while. There's a danger of damage, maybe not as much as there would be when you were the only car on pit road during the All-Star race. So a quick cut out of the pits, back onto the asphalt, find your spot in line. Hopefully everything's fine.
And you know, we've been talking about the pit selection. The way the pits were selected throughout the entire field, with the exception of the guys that transferred, was by how they finished in the pit crew challenge. The 48 group went out early. They do not have that good of pit selection about a third of the way down pit road as you come in.
Well, boys, this is what it's all about.
Yep, it's time for the pit crews to shine.
This is when you want everybody involved, and you got it.
Green light on pit road. Jimmie Johnson will lead them down for the final stop of the night. Here they come. Let's go to Dick Berggren.
Brad Keselowski will pit out of the 4th position. 4 of the over-the-wall men here have college football experience, athletes all.
The 40, Jimmie Johnson hits his box. Now he has an easy entry, no problem there. He will probably have to go around the 9 of Casey Kane to Steve.
Denny Hamlin, Mark Martin, both on pit road. This is it, the clutch stop, last stop of the night. Denny Hamlin with pit stall number 1. Mark Martin about 4 stalls back. Left side tires going on for Denny Hamlin. And it's a drag race with Kyle Busch.
I'm going to tell you what, that 18 group, I think they won this battle off pit road. They were on it with that 4-tire stop.
They did, Larry. That was a great stop. Oh, my.
In fact, all the Joe Gibbs teams had great stops. The Logano 20 car had a great pit stop.
Here's the race off pit road. Hamlin closest to the camera, then Busch, then Jimmie Johnson.
Well, that pit selection won that battle right there. There's no question.
That 11 bunch, right now they're saying, oh, shucks, we just won $1 million.
So as they line back up behind the Toyota pace car, it's Denny Hamlin, his teammate Kyle Busch, Jimmie Johnson now 3rd, Mark Martin 4th, Joey Logano 5th. All 3 Gibbs cars in the top 5. Keselowski, Rudeman, McMurray, Biffle, and Truex the top 10. Kurt Busch, Harvick, Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, Carl Edwards, then Dale Earnhardt Jr., Ryan Newman, Matt Kenseth, Casey Mears, Bobby Labonte, and Casey Kane.
Now we anticipate probably Denny Hamlin the 11. He has the choice that he'll probably choose the outside, which will put his teammate Kyle Busch to the inside. Jimmie Johnson, the 48, will not have a choice. He has to start on the inside.
You know what, Larry? I think we'll see the 11 take the bottom because he has been so bad fast on the bottom. I think it's going to play out just right for Jimmie Johnson. He's pretty good on the bottom too. The 18's good on the outside, but I believe Hamlin may stick to that bottom because he's been so good there.
We're set for the final segment now. 10 laps. Only green flag laps count.
Wow, look at that. For tonight, just for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, $1,028,309.
And it's all on this 10 laps. If you want to really put it into perspective, over $100,000 a lap.
And I don't even know what's that. They don't even put what second place because nobody pays. Nobody cares. How many games you've been to? How many sporting events you've been to when one game pays $1 million?
At the front of the field, Denny Hamlin. In the last 7 Sprint Cup races, he's been to victory lane 3 times. Right on his bumper, Kyle Busch, who has won 3 top-level NASCAR races in the last 7 days. Cup, Nationwide, and Trucks. And in 3rd, Jimmie Johnson. winless in those last 7.
And we have 3 Joe Gibbs cars in the top 5. Joe Gibbs Racing has never won the Sprint All-Star Challenge before.
But they have won 5 out of the last 7 races.
Yes, they have.
And they are on a roll. And they are in the front. Now, what I would be doing if I was Joe Gibbs, I'd get that little grandson of his over there